All right, guys. And we are back there. All right, hello and welcome back to another episode of Stormer Show. I am your host, Stormer. And we will be bringing you more Gris gameplay. Sorry if it's having a hard time keeping up. That could be because of the lighting, too. The lighting's not that great. Although that could be a big asset or benefit as I stream Resident Evil for today. That episode will be to follow this one. This is, of course, the fourth installment of my Gris series. Thank you so much for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. Donations, Venmo, Stormer Show, just in case you have some cash burning a hole in your pocket and you just need someone to spend it on. I'm your man. Okay. Last episode was crazy, dude. With how much stuff there was on screen, I did not know what to do or where to go. I was feeling overwhelmed at the time. We got this new ability to sing and turn everything into purple flower. Sorry, pink flowers. It's actually a pretty beautiful song. And I was just commenting last time on the sheer magnitude of this place. Like, it's huge. You can go up, you can go down. The entire place is very overwhelming. And I think this is partly the reason why, because you can go basically on the roof. Like, it's a whole nother dimension to explore. Oh, I missed it. Trying to get up this, obviously. Do I have to do it from the other side? I think so, actually. I have to do it from like this side and run across. Like, I just hope I'm going the right way. Is there really no way over there? I guess not. I have an idea. Aha. This is like a way of denoting where I've been. Again, this entire sequence of the game is so confusing. So you could shoot up here, you could shoot over here. Is this a game over if I go down there? And again, this whole area is so freaking big. Like, it's so massive. The area that was like, I don't know what color it was it gray? I don't think it was blue. I don't know, it might have been blue. Blue leading into pink. Like, it's so freaking big. Or was it orange? Orange leading into pink? I don't know, it was definitely big. I haven't used this ability in a while. I don't think we've been here. Does that thing hurt me? I just hope I'm not going to the point of no return. Like, it's hard to tell where the boundaries are in this game. Like, is this somewhere I'm supposed to be? Is this somewhere I'm supposed to go? Is this preventing me from getting things in the game or unlocking things? See, and just look how freaking big all this is. It is like actually mind blowing. Like, I think this is one of the most complex areas of the game thus far, simply for its magnitude. I know I keep talking about it, but it's actually crazy how big everything is. I actually don't know where to go. It looks like I've already been here. I think you could get on top of this. I'm just a little bit worried that I already have. Probably the biggest puzzle of this entire area is like, where have I been? Where have I not been? Of course, I'm curious about what I'm missing. Be like, there's an area up there I have not been. Because you could see that my pink thing has not covered it. Dare I say it's something I dislike about this portion of the game. Like, it's possible to have too much stuff, and this entire sequence of the game has just been a bit overwhelming. Because again, it's like, where do you go? What do you do? That's blocked off. There's definitely something I'm missing at this point. At this point as well. I think I'm just going to proceed onward. There's one of those things up there. You see it? Under. Is this only high enough? Yeah, I believe it's only high enough to get you there. Okay. Yeah, I'm just wondering, like, how much of this stuff have I missed in this sequence of the game? I'm sure there is at least one of those circly orb things that I'm missing from that section. I kind of just want to move on. Miss that jump. Oh, shoot. Yeah. I think there's definitely stuff I missed in this chapter. And again, part of the reason for that is the size of the area. It's too freaking big. In contrast to previous sections of the game, there's actually too much stuff to do. Too many areas to go. Like all the other previous sections of the game were like relatively linear in comparison, but this was not. I just keep asking myself like, what am I supposed to do or go? Where am I supposed to go? Like, what is the significance of this? You can see there's some sections of the ground that are actually broken. But what's the significance? Like, where even am I now? Was there anything down there that I didn't get to? It's so perplexing. And maybe it's intended for it to be so confusing. I'm actually relieved to get a cinematic sequence after all that. I'm like, where does it end? It is continuously swimming up. You cannot swim down. Can't speed up either. Those dang circle things are making me so paranoid too. I have to wonder if is there something I'm missing in this section or any section. Like, do I just have to keep continuously swimming to the side to avoid missing something? You know, it's like swim to the left kind of thing. I'm telling you, man, those white circles, they just make you so paranoid in this game. Like, you're always checking around every corner. Kind of sucks because again, it definitely takes away from the carefree nature of the game. You're constantly like, oh gosh, what am I missing? What did I leave behind? What did I not get? Feel like even this sequence is very linear. They go up. There's a section to the right over there. I don't know if you can actually get to it. It doesn't seem like you can stand on it. No, you can. I think you very quite simply have to go this way. Tell me to hold B. These are probably my favorite sequences in the game. It's very artistic, very creative, very beautiful. You can just sit back and enjoy it, which is what I think the game should be. I'd have been totally fine if that was the end of the game. I would have been totally fine with that. See, you have to like go down her arm to see if there's one of those collectibles down here. Like, I would have to say that that was and still is my least favorite part of the game. Those stupid circles. They are so dumb. Like, I understand why the developers put them in because they wanted to add an element of challenge to the game, but as a gamer, it takes away from the overall gaming experience because, as I've explained, you're continuously hunting for them, and you're anxious, and you are preoccupied with finding them all. But really, you should just be preoccupied with enjoying the game, taking in the art, taking in the music. Because without a doubt, those are the strengths of the game. The colors, the creativity, the art, the story. The creative elements are where the game shines, not the puzzles. Right? Like, okay. Again, very beautiful game. Excellent cinematic sequences. Excellent music. Great color. Moving moments in the story that is based around the gravitas of emotion, which I think is the most brilliant aspect of the game. And the puzzles at times were rewarding when you finally figured out that puzzle, but I think the collectibles more often than not came across as like gotchas, like, oh, oopsie, you didn't move here in time. Uh-oh. Yeah, no. Like back in the red chapter of the game, I still remember losing that circle because I didn't push the analog stick in the correct direction at exactly the right time. And that, it just feels bad. Like, because you don't feel clever in getting it. It just, again, it feels like a gotcha. Like, oh shoot, I wasn't paying attention, or I didn't hit the right button at the time. Like, it feels like a QT, like a Quake time event. Like, would I recommend the game? Absolutely. Because in spite of all of its weaknesses, I think the overall experience of the game is still excellent. I think at face value, as an interactive experience, I would recommend it. Something I liked about the game also was them adding to the complexity of the game and progressively changing the game dynamic. It almost felt like a bit of a Zelda game or something, because with each successive chapter of the game, you're given a new technique to master or a new ability. It felt a little bit like Spiritfarer in that sense too. And again, like the hook shot or the bow and arrow, those things that you had to get to progress to the next step of the game were in this game too. With the whole block ability and the water dash ability. And I think the way those elements were incorporated into the puzzles and challenges was creative and very clever on the part of the game development team. Definitely. Special thanks. Yeah. I'd say well done to the development team. Definitely well done. And one thing I like about this game is it's relatively short and sweet. Like I beat it on the fourth episode. You can beat it in about 4 or 5 hours. Like that could be a very pleasant way to spend an afternoon. The end. And of course, we were missing an achievement. The achievement that's tied to those stupid circles. Because you know it's there. It's definitely there. What's that song that goes? This one? Oh no. These are just some of the extras in the game. Like, and I liked the puzzles that were a part of the gameplay in order for you to progress. Some of the puzzles that were like required to get the collectibles were frustrating. Like I distinctly remember there being one of those circles that I could see but I couldn't quite get to towards the end there. And I was racking my brain. I'm like, how the heck do I get to that? And yeah, I never got it. I never did get it. Yeah. I don't know. If there's one thing I'd recommend to the development team, it would be I think, as I've stated previously, the game doesn't need those elements. Like, it can stand on its own just with the creative elements, the gameplay, the increasing complexity of the core dynamic in the game, which is exploration based. Even just with that in the game, that is sufficient for it to be a complete game. Like, it didn't need collectibles at all for it to be a great game. And I also liked the whole symbolism of the colors too. That was also very creative. I know I keep using the word again and again, but overall, this was a very creative game. Very well put together. Satisfying gameplay, challenging game, definitely. I think this is one of those games that's more challenging than you would think it is. Because earlier on in the game, I also was comparing it to Minute of Islands, and I think that comparison makes sense because of the creativity of both games and the exploration based aspects of the games and how the gameplay develops. Let's say, I don't know, hard to read. Uh, say negotiation, it looks like. I don't know. If you can read those labels, please let me know in the comments below because I cannot read those. Hurting my eyes trying to read them. It looks like the blue one says depression, but um again, like what does the purple one say? Acceleration? Acupressure? Like what does that say? What is yellow? Ira? Negation, it looks like red says. Negation, era, negotiation, depression, acceleration. I don't know. Very cool gallery. Those little plant people, that was a very interesting sequence too in the game. Interesting and cool, to describe it as. Error Apollones. This might be in a different language. Divide center. Those little bird things. Butterfly birds. Is this the core design of the game? So brilliant. You can kind of see the end of the game there in the upper right, and then the whole chase sequence on the left. The water level in the middle, of course. Ah, they're codified. I'd say all of these chapters were fine. Like these were fine, this was fine. This was a little bit tricky, but fine. Same with this. This was also tricky, but fine. And then the upside down stuff was like somewhere between this chapter and this chapter in the game. The game got to be really annoying, just due to the sheer complexity of all the areas you could go. Because like one of the challenges of this type and style of game is that, and the way they address this in the first few chapters of the game is by creating very linear gameplay. It's like you can only go here, you can only go there. But later on, it's like you can go up, you can go down, you can go left, you can right. It, I wouldn't say it's quite open world, but there's no boundaries. The only boundaries in the game are the ones that were put into the game. Whenever those boundaries aren't there, it's like you could basically go anywhere. And then you're like, okay, so where do I go and what do I do? Where am I, quote unquote, supposed to be? And I don't know, you could compare it probably to something like Elden Ring, where that's also true of Elden Ring. There's no. It's not like Pokemon Blue and Pokemon Red, where it's like, okay, Peter, you're supposed to go fight Brock for the rock, the Boulder Badge, and then you go to Cerulean City and fight Misty. Like that's very linear, and then it's like Elden Ring. It's very open. You can go to what's it called, like Landale Castle. But if you have a hard time on that, you can go to Castle. What's it called? Morn, I guess. I think as I recall in the south. There's like beginner areas, and then there's more advanced areas. It's almost like it's a tier system that helps keep the game organized for players to know, okay, I can go here, I can go there. And then with that boss, it's been so long since I played Elden Ring, I forget, honestly. The dude that had the swords, Star Scourge. That guy, it's like you have to hit a certain point in the game before he appears, but before that, it's like a different area. Oh, man, this was definitely a good game. If you can find it on sale, definitely check it out. I'm gonna turn on the lights, and then I'll be right back with more Resident Evil. I know my video is struggling to keep up. That's because of the poor lighting. Ooh. All right, I'll be back, guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you've enjoyed Gris. Uh, I've enjoyed playing it. Yeah, thanks for watching.